And by greater transparency, you're really talking about more information. So back to the breeze ups, that's timing's been made available to everybody rather than those that pitch up and do their own.
Yeah, well,
more,
it's not timing.
More metrics available about the horse, the weight, the height, maybe more extensive veterinary records and stuff like that. In fact, as much as is reasonably possible to provide to help the particularly perhaps the new investor gain confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like countries where it's like, and I'm equating it to racing, more like countries like Hong Kong and Japan, where it is, there's huge amounts of information available. People feel confident that they can make a decision based on the information they have, and in those countries, you've got to queue up for the privilege to spend 100 grand on a horse.
I think a lot of the issues about metrics and timing were very relevant when it looked as if we were going to have to hold all the breeze up sales behind closed doors. Now, obviously, if you're going to sell a horse in absentia, you've got to give as much information as possible. But I think that if you can return to a form of normality in sales, our view would be that you've still got to reward the people who are at the sale. And on an untried horse, there is nothing like seeing the horse in the flesh and making assessments yourself. I think it's also important to say that if you go very long on metrics and timing, you're as likely to detract a buyer from buying a horse as you are to attract a buyer from buying a horse, because by its very nature, you're going to have horses that will be in the top half of the metric on appeal and others that are on the bottom half of the metrics on appeal. So I don't actually believe, I think you will gain no more on the swings than you lose on the roundabouts in terms of attracting people to buy the horses on offer at that particular thing.